You sound not great, and you sounded
Like
worse last week. It might be
quiet?
better this week. I don't know.
Quiet or echoey?
Echoey, just all echo.
Well, I have the mic like fully draped, so I really don't know how it could possibly be echoing, to be honest with you.
Because you're probably in an empty room
No,
with
I'm
walls
I'm
that
in my mom's
bounce.
office, which has like books on every wall, and then I put pillows around me, and I'm facing
Okay,
a chair. So
I
like
see.
there's only squishy things surrounding me outside of straight up blanketing.
Maybe I'm wrong, and I'm not really, and you're not really
You
echoing.
know what?
Brittany,
Actually, fact checker's right. I am just in a bathroom sitting on a bidet, hoping that you don't hear the psst of me
you know
spraying my
what?
ass.
You think you're getting one over me, but you're gonna get hemorrhoids, so whatever.
God, let's hope so. It'll be an excuse for me to be such an asshole.
Did you see that Talking Heads finally released the official music video for Psycho Killer?
No,
Like
what?
47 years
What?
later, the official Psycho Killer music video is
Why
out.
were they like, now's the time? Do you think it's because they saw
Well,
the Trump Elon breakup and they were like, this is it?
no.
This is
No,
it?
no, 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 no. No, no, no. It's because they're waiting for Saoirse Ronan to be born and grown into an adult to do it. Because she stars in the music video.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's all about timing for their star.
Yeah.
All right. I respect it. Patience is key.
I actually love it because it's very like normal. It's like mundane and repetitive. Like this person going to work every day and like it's kind of like a day in the life of, except it's just repetitive and like it gets, there's ups and downs and it's just wildly mundane. And I think that's like the best interpretation of Psycho Killer. Like not necessarily going psychotic and killing somebody, but like the normal bits
No,
that
just
lead to that.
truly, yeah, like the little itty bitty day to day things that lead you into being a fucking psychopath.
Yeah. And as Rachel was just saying, Trump and Elon finally did break up. Man, Rachel called it.
Did
Did you
I?
say weeks or months?
I
You
said
did. You said
weeks.
like
I'd
within.
said
You,
3 weeks though, and it happened like 3 days the fuck later. So I don't really feel like I called it. Neither of us hits that closest without going over rule at all.
one of us said 6 months. I don't remember
You
who.
said 6 months. I said 3 weeks. And but like what game show is it that you have to be closest without going over? Price is Right.
Price is Right.
Yeah, by Price is Right rules, we both lost.
Well, we're not playing fucking Price is Right. I'm not 90 years old or a kid sick at home, so we're not doing that.
Okay, valid.
And who knows what's happening by the time this airs, but currently Marines are being deployed to LA. Where are you at, Rachel?
I'm around there. One of my friends texted me and she was like, "Hey, do you know what's happening? Like, are you anywhere near those things?" And I was like, "What things?" And she describes them to
Dude,
me. And then she goes, "Very like you to be in this region and not know what the fuck is going on." And I was like, "Actually, yes."
it's kind of wild. Like they're trying to like fucking we're not a political podcast, but like I will point out dumb bullshit and like the fact that Trump is like, "Oh, Governor Newsom, what's his name?
Gavin Newsom.
Gavin Newsom." Yes, I was going and then I went governor instead. But he was like saying like he should be locked up, and everybody's like, why? And he said, well, for running for governor, first of all, and it's like that's not a crime.
No.
That's how you take office. That's what
That's
you did.
just, yeah, that's just how it is. It's
But
just what it be.
it's beginning to kind of feel a little tense. That Marines are being sent to shoot newscasters and stuff, which is happening. Who knows where the fuck we'll be by the time this gets posted? But I'll be bleeding in a ditch uploading episodes to my dying breath.
Much to your chagrin.
We'll be a weird time capsule for the weird fascist America after the Civil War is over.
I was talking to a friend of mine at work, and he was like, America hasn't gone through their fascist phase, so we're quite overdue. And I was like, actually, apt analysis of our history
Yeah.
is we have not gone through our fascism phase. So time to be a teenager
Yeah.
and rebel.
We're speed running it. We
We really
America
are.
America really loves to be the best at everything, though we're not, and we're just get pedal to the metal on
Yeah.
this.
I mean, we love that kind of shit. The pedal to the
But we're
metal.
not a political podcast. Let's do funny stuff. Before we begin, Rachel, did you ever watch the movie Megan?
Like the gay one?
What?
I'm trying to think of what's that movie who's the girl from, oh my god, the original Transformers? Megan Fox.
Is
Jennifer's
she
Body,
gay?
I think is what I'm thinking of. Is Jennifer's Body the one where she makes out with the girl with the large eyes?
Amanda Seyfried?
Yeah.
You are a mess. Fucking pull it together. Do you need a coffee?
Yeah, probably.
Do you need less
A Red
coffee?
Bull. No, I probably need a Red Bull.
Anyway, no, Megan is the one about the robot girl. That's like the new age Chucky.
No, what the fuck? That sounds horrifying. I
You've
don't like
never
Chucky the
watched
first
Megan?
time around. No, fuck that.
Megan spelled with a 3.
No. Why is it the third installment? Why is it spelled with a 3?
Because it's leet speak. I don't want to fucking explain to you what leet speak is.
What do you mean lead speak?
Dude, shut the fuck up.
Are you talking about like because she's okay, hold on. The GIF that Fact Checker just posted is not Megan with a 3. It's just 3 lines. Leet
Oh my God.
speak. I'm sorry, I thought you said league, like with a G speak. And I was like, what are you talking about?
It is Megan with a 3 though.
I don't like that. I've used that before,
I don't like
but I don't
you.
like that.
It is Megan with a 3. But anyway, it's a horror movie. It's a very good horror movie. Probably one of my favorites in recent years. Lead speak, by the way, mom, is when 3s are used in E's and 4s are used for A's. It's like using numbers and symbols to make...
Yes, like B is a 13. Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen it on Facebook where, like, it's that weird thing where they're using symbols and numbers to do the, like, if you could read this, that means the brain is an amazing organ and you're able to see... And shut up.
No, your brain's just good at filling in patterns, which, yeah, sure, it's an amazing organ, but shut the fuck up.
Anyway, so Megan is this horror movie about this, like, robot girl who's, like, meant to be this other girl's best friend. So she's, like, programmed, and it's very Uncanny Valley in a creepy way on purpose. It's really good. It's very murdery, very gory, lots of blood. Spoiler, she kills people. That's kind of what it is. Yeah, you don't remember seeing any trailers for this at all? She kind of looks like Amanda Seyfried, actually. That's the funny part.
Actually, yeah. From the GIFs that Fact Checker's posting a little bit. Oh, she's creepy as fuck. I don't like
I wanted to bring this up because, I mean, obviously you haven't seen the trailers for the sequel.
No.
But
is it Megan Z?
No, it's Megan 2.0. But like it got teased months ago with Chaperone's Feminine Phenomenon. And I brought that up too, and you weren't listening
clearly
on this podcast.
Ever.
Because I'm like, that song is not, I don't think, applies to this franchise of a movie. But I guess I was wrong because the sequel...
Wait, you're saying that her song is in the sequel?
No, her song was in the teaser for the sequel.
Yeah.
Fucking listen. Anyway, so
the
GIF that Fact Checker just posted is from 2.0. It becomes like a... Like,
why is it
it's she becomes like Terminator, where she's a good guy now, and it's fucking
she looks like
wild.
Samus.
Yeah, the sequel is looking like it goes from like a horror movie, a creepy, gory horror movie, to like a superhero movie, and I'm really fucking pumped for this.
I will watch this because now I'm extremely intrigued about the pipeline of this. What is happening?
Exactly. That's why I was hoping you'd watch it, but like, because watching Megan. Because I watched Megan, and it's one of my favorite horror movies. And then I watched the trailer for Megan 2.0, like, oh, I'm so excited. And I'm like, what the fuck is any of this? This looks so bonkers. It's got the same cast and everything, but now it's just I don't know, future-y, and like they've got robo suits and
it's cyberpunk, which is why you love it.
I mean, yeah, I was never not gonna like cyberpunk.
Fact Checker just posts like a Miss Me GIF for Megan 2.0, and it hits like the I'm back bitch or the Miss Me bitch, whatever the fuck the American Horror Story one was that was really popular meme for a while.
No, it's very Chucky, like started horror then got more comedy. I mean, you're kind of right, fact checker, but I mean, Chucky was still kind of horror, and then this new one, it's like there's another robot that's like trying to kill everybody, so Megan has to stand up to it. It's closer to Terminator, where Arnold Schwarzenegger was the Terminator in the first one, trying to kill Sarah Connor, but then in the second one, they sent a good Terminator back, and now it's defending them from another Terminator. Yeah, the Megan franchise is Terminator. It's the modern Terminator. It's closer to that than Chucky.
Did you see that, speaking of creepy movies, you know the Annabelle doll from, I think, the Conjuring
This bitch knows
series?
Annabelle but doesn't know Megan.
Yes.
Yes, because we talked about Annabelle during a horror episode that you were with me, and we had a
Okay, it's less of a, Gamage, have you ever heard of this? And more of a, hey, reminder, Annabelle, the doll that exists and it's from this series. So, like, it's a real thing that exists in the world, and the two people that play the husband and wife in that series are like real people that actually exist and are like ghost hunter
con
people.
artists. They're con artists.
Yeah, okay. So, they, like, the actual story of the Annabelle doll is they like try to move it, and I'm pretty sure I'm wildly misquoting this probably, but like they go through a process of trying to move it. It's
fine. It's fake anyway.
I think exactly, so it doesn't matter. I have fake news. Enjoy. They're like car flips or whatever, which is why they stuck her in a box, and they were like, never touch this box, never move it. She lives here now, like, don't move her. And so she's lived in this box in reality for a while. They apparently tried to move her recently, and she went missing for 3 days and then turned up in a warehouse.
Yeah, because somebody took her because it'd be funny, and to keep the myth going, that's where we're at.
Or she's a possessed doll.
Yeah, she's a possessed doll, Rachel. You got it.
Gamage can't believe in it because a gypsy told him he'd die at 39 and his life's almost over, if she's right.
I mean, it's more like correlation, not causation. Like, it's a good guess is what I'm saying. Like,
the reality is, yeah.
Doing an elevator look at me, being like, 39. It's a why. It's.
Oh, she's like, your doctor also looked at his chart and went, yeah, 39. I
agree with the gypsy woman.
She's probably right.
She didn't use magic or divination. She just eyeballed me.
She's like, actually, I don't need the spirits to tell me. Yep, 39.
She saw that I had a corn dog in one hand, and in the other hand, that bacon on a stick filled with like the brown sugar.
What was the thing you ate at the gas station? The hot dog, not the hot dog, sorry, the hamburger on a stick. She saw that and went, yeah, 39 for you.
Rachel, there was no stick. The hamburger was the stick. It was just a hamburger.
So
it was just
worse.
like what if a hot dog was a cheeseburger? And it looked exactly like a poop log. And I'm like, that's disgusting. It's all dried out. It's been sitting here for 9 hours.
Let me try it.
I'll have one.
I'll have 3. Thank you. I love making people try disgusting things, though. That's friendship right there, is when you make people try shit that's gross.
What are you talking about? There were no friends there. I did it on my own.
No. I know.
Any friend would have been like, no, stop it.
Wait, where was Brittany? Did she try it?
She was in the bathroom. Of course she didn't fucking try it.
Oh, see, I would have made her try it. I would have been like, Brittany, look at this.
It was a road trip. I was making myself suffer.
Only you were making everybody suffer because you were in the car gassing everybody to death.
I was shooting for a kidney stone speed run.
And instead you got Dachau.
On the road trip. Yeah. Dachau?
Yeah, it's one of the concentration camps.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a fucked up joke. You were gassing them out in the car.
I get it. Yeah, it's welcome to We Have That Podcast at Home, the only podcast to laugh in the face of consistency. This is my co-host, On Brand Rachel.
And this is my co-host, On Brand Gamage. Each week we play Russian roulette with our success and spin a wheel to find out the genre of the next week's podcast. Last week, our spin landed on whatever the fuck I wanted it to, because I'm traveling, so it's comedy.
I gotta say, you handled that pretty well because I did not prep you. I just threw it at you. And normally you go, and this is, start over.
Yes, because I'm dumb. You know this.
I know that.
I know this.
I'm just saying. I was hoping to trip you up, and I'm proud that you were not tripped. Good job in not being tripped.
This might be the first time you've ever said those words to me. I'm proud. I'm gonna get it framed. The little audio file framed on the wall. I'm gonna have it where I can hit a button and it says, "I'm proud."
Anyway, yeah, we spun a wheel, we hit comedy, and then we didn't decide what we were doing. And then Rachel texted me, like, what are we doing? And I ignored her.
Yeah. So I decided, would you rather? And then you continued to ignore me. So we're here now.
Oh, is that what we're doing? Would you rathers? We're going to do would you rathers? Okay, go. All
right.
Entertain me, Rachel.
Are you not entertained? Fine.
I get it from that movie.
Yeah, something like that. Would you rather wear the same pair of jeans every day, all day, for the rest of your life, or once a week in the middle of the night you are dropped onto a random spot in the middle of an ocean for 10 minutes? You're dropped from 10 feet high into the ocean.
You can stop. It's fine. You don't have to go anymore. I already do the first one. I've never washed these pants. Jeans don't get dirty.
No, in this one you can remove them to be washed or shower, but that's it. You will own no other pants other than those pants.
Yeah. All right.
You also can't own underwear or shorts, so you have to raw dog it in those pants. Wait, hold on.
Or are you just making this?
No, that's what it says. Hold on. There's a caveat that I didn't read before. The jeans have a small rip in the knee and sequins down the leg seam, so everyone knows you're wearing the same pair every day.
I don't care. I don't care.
Why is this so weird? It keeps going. They're magic jeans. They never wear out.
Oh my God.
Your ass will look great, and they give you the appearance of a good-sized dick bulge, which is weird if you don't have a dick.
This is getting wildly stupid.
It is. So I wish people would just stop when they start a would you rather question. I don't get the point of adding all these other things.
Does it say edit and then they're adding shit to it?
No, it does not. Unfortunately.
I mean, yeah, stop at the title. Unless it's like complicated and needs more explanation, just stop. Just stop at the title, it's fine.
Anyway,
so
why
yeah,
the
still
ocean?
pants.
Why the pants?
Why the ocean?
I like wearing not pants. I'd have to live in a cold climate. I couldn't do pants in hot weather every day.
Well, if you're getting teleported to the ocean every fucking day, then
not every day. It's once a week in the middle of the night. You're dropped in a random spot in the ocean for 10 minutes, which is a long time.
Yeah, you know where it could be in the ocean? It could be the fucking ocean. Anywhere that's not immediately 10 feet away from shore, that's dead. You're a dumb dead bitch.
Water for 10 minutes? Or are you saying because like sharks exist?
I'm saying because you're in the water and you don't have a floaty, you're just in the water, you're gonna die. As fact checker said, that was my next point. If you're teleported anywhere in the north or the south, like Arctic, you're dead in a minute.
Yeah, that's a valid point.
This is stupid. Would you rather die or wear one pair of pants forever? Fuck off. This is amateur hour bullshit.
Wait, am I teleported with the clothes I'm wearing?
No, don't what if. Do not. You are not allowed to what if. You are not allowed to what if. Because we already established title only.
No, am I teleported with the clothes that I'm wearing?
Okay, sure, Rachel. Yeah, you can teleport with the clothes that you're wearing.
Then I can wear a dry suit.
Let's see where this goes.
And I'll live through 10 minutes in the Arctic.
No.
Yes.
You won't.
If I'm fully prepped for an Arctic scuba dive every night that I go to sleep, I'll be fine.
Okay, Rachel. Walk me through this. You are in the Arctic Ocean. I have on my wetsuit so I will not freeze.
No, dry suit.
What?
It's different.
Sure, man.
My name's not Sherman.
Sure, man. What is your plan? Where?
You just have to tread water for 10 minutes.
Oh my God.
You know how empty the ocean is? Like the likelihood of something that wants to eat me being like, oh, look at that. In the 10-minute period that I'm there, not super high. The hypothermia, absolutely, I agree with you. Hence why I would wear a dry suit every night.
This is the dumbest would you rather I've ever heard in my
You're
life.
just upset
It's so
I'm
bad.
disagreeing with you.
No, it's not that. It's you could disagree with me. That's fine. I appreciate people being on the other side of things. It's that your argument is stupid and sucks and it's bad and I hate you. That are the issues here.
Well, that was already established before I asked the question.
I know, no matter what the question would have been, I would have been mad at you.
You know what's upsetting to me? The quantity of would you rathers that are like, would you rather walk in on your parents having sex for the rest of your life, or would you rather join in like one time? Can we stop with that?
Literally, is that like, happening frequently?
Yes. Every time we do would you rathers, I come across that question like 5 times. And I'm like, guys, can we all chill out? Like, there's better questions.
Well, those are definitely like people who don't get laid, so their imagination runs wild and they start to think like, oh,
that's not even
they
like
get excited about that kind of thing.
It's not your imagination running wild because it's already like it exists in the world. Your imagination is running on a fucking horse track. It's repeating the same shit that every other horse is repeating.
Hey, I agree. I'm just saying that the people who write these are fucking lonely little dicks.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's how like every time you go to ask Reddit, every couple of months there's like a whole week period where like every 14-year-old's like, what's something that women get horny about that men don't know? Like, and every time people are just calling them out like, why are we doing this again? Why are we? This has been posted so many times, and I'm over it. And it's just it's like a week festival of this shit.
I have a theory that the reason that starts is because one person posts a vaguely horny question, and everybody else is like, "Oh my god, it's our time."
Did you cut out, or was that just the end?
What did you hear?
Oh, okay. I just heard the "Oh my god," and then it cut.
Oh,
it just
oh
cut
my god,
mid-scream.
oh my god, it's our time.
Oh, yeah, I didn't hear that it's our time. You just cut, and I'm like, silence, silence, silence. Hey, what's up?
No. Oh my god, it's our time. Like we can all post our horny questions now.
I saw a comment on Reddit about somebody just figuring out that The Giver, the Chappell Roan's new song, The Giver, is a sex song, and they thought it was about plumbing. Like, we get the job done, like, yeah.
I'm waiting for plumbing companies to be like, hell yeah, we get the job done.
It's already happening, and if it hasn't yet, then people are scrambling to get it.
Oh, God.
I guess we could put that song on the list of songs that people don't realize is about sex.
It's so crazy to me how many songs are on that list, Gamage.
Oh, yeah. What's that? Is it... Brittany, what was it? We were just talking about it the other day. I already forgot it. Oh, Don't Stop Me Now. Don't Stop Me Now is a fucking masturbation song by Queen. 'Cause I'm having a good time.
I'm waiting for somebody to be like, I didn't know that the song When I Think About You, I Touch Myself is about touching yourself.
Gee. My favorite's got to be Cotton Eye Joe actually being about STDs.
Is it really? I didn't know that.
If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd be married a long time ago.
Okay. What STD is it?
I don't know, herpes? Because it's where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe? Yeah, herpes. That's herpes.
Sure.
It's giving herpes. There's other songs, but I don't know.
It's giving herpes. Cotton Eye Joe is lending itself to herpes.
Pink Pony Plumbing. We got the job done.
Oh, God.
1-800-HOT-TO-GO.
Fucking impressive.
I actually love the 1-800-HOT-TO-GO marketing campaign. Did you see it?
Yes, it was so fucking clever.
Where you call 1-800-HOT-TO-GO and it says pick a number between 1 and 5, and whatever song you play, it plays a clip of Hot to Go. But when you take all of the clips and put them in order,
they're back to back.
It gave out 3-1-4-2-5, which was the date that The Giver was coming out. Like
that's fucking cool. I didn't know that part.
It's
I knew
hella
that it
smart.
was like a phone game deal.
Oh yeah, it was like later in that day that it was released. People were like, "I already put together the clues. Here, we're getting the Giver
Here it is.
on Pi Day, March."
I just love that she made a lesbian country song. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
I did really like her marketing campaign of doing a bunch of like, she had a bunch of like blue collar jobs that she dressed up as.
yeah.
And it was just
That
quite
whole
clever.
thing was fun.
Yeah.
We Get It Done is different because I feel like that's all that fact checkers posted a bunch of different companies with We Get It Done, but that's like an old one. People love to do We Get It Done.
But I Get the Job Done. We Get the Job Done is like a play on I Get the Job Done.
Yeah.
I do like that the Pink Pony Plumbing has a vibrator crossing the wrench.
Yeah, the Hitachi.
Yeah.
Speaking of country and lesbians and Hitachi, Sabrina Carpenter came out with Man-Child. Have you heard that one?
No, I haven't. Dude, it's
pretty
been
good.
a good couple of weeks for music.
Holy
crap.
I already texted you this, but I was like back in January, I'm like kind of in like a music depression because I'm like, how can 2025 live up to the music year that was 2024? And I'm like, 6 months in, we're set. It's been so good. I already have my best albums of the year per genre like list set out, and I'm like, if nothing comes out in the next 6 months, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's so good.
I'm so curious to see if either it's going to get topped or there's going to be more albums added to the list.
There's a couple that have already kind of topped themselves where I'm like, oh, wow, this is the best of this. And then I'm like 2 days later, like, oh, wow, never mind. That was incredible. There was one, I'll say, Sleep Token. I was waiting on Sleep Token because I'm like, oh, Sleep Token comes out with a new album this year. Well, that's probably going to be my favorite metal album of the year. And I did not like it. Didn't like it.
Rough.
Yeah, but don't worry. Something else took its place, and I'm very, very proud of it and happy. I'm loving this album. I keep listening to nonstop.
I'm hyped.
I don't see it being topped, but we'll see.
We'll see. It's been a good year. We'll fucking see.
I know. I'm like, it's still the beginning of the 6th month. We're not even like at the halfway mark.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
For so many reasons, it's been an incredible year, both good and bad.
Like Miley Cyrus came out with the best Miley Cyrus album I've ever heard in my life.
I love that it's like very, and I'm sorry, we're kind of skipping ahead to our we have new tunes at home. It's like kind of like 80s synthy in spots, and it's fucking cool.
It's got some disco stuff too.
Yeah.
Like I feel like every girl you've ever loved is like very disco-y.
Mm-hmm.
But like it's that album, by the way, did not make my list. That's how good. Yo.
That's wild.
I've already messaged you like the albums that I'm like, one of the albums that I mentioned is like my top pop album for the year. It's so good.
Yeah, it's a good fucking time.
I mean, we could just talk about our top yearly picks now. Actually, we could do that and just see if they stand up to it 6 months from now.
Yeah, we could do our year's guesses of like what we think is going to be the top.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a good idea. That'd be fun.
Do we do it now or
no? We should do it later because I want to like actually put together a list. I, unlike you, do not keep that list in my brain.
I mean, technically, I'll give one out because I'm still like on the fence where I'm like, there's another album that could take over because this one just came out and I'm like giving it time because it might change. My top country album is technically not country. It's more like I was going like country / folk.
Okay.
Is kind of the category I was going for, but the Ting Tings' new album Home is incredible. And I know the Ting Tings don't cover any sort of country folk category gamut. What the fuck are you talking about? That's Not My Name people, right? Yes, it absolutely is. It's the same people, but they came out with an album that like is channeling America or Fleetwood Mac soft rock. It is so fucking good. And like that album is currently like anything could happen, but like that album is the only album I think that could get shaken away from its spot for me.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think
it is a hella good album. I recommend it.
I think we should do next episode our guesses for top albums of the year and see if we think they're going to stand up to the next 6 months.
Yeah. I mean, the hip hop album I picked, like, just happened, and it's incredible. I think you might be surprised at it, honestly.
Hyped. Looking forward to this.
You're doing Would You Rathers, right?
What are you doing?
I'm not doing anything.
I know you have Would You Rathers locked in.
You do know that I have that?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Because you have fucking months worth of shit backlogged.
Let me just close all these no stupid questions out.
No,
Or
bring it on.
ask Reddit.
Bring it on. Bring me no stupid questions and I'll bring Would You Rathers. That'll be fun.
I had a really good no stupid question, but I guess it didn't stay.
Do you think we can get the job done? Pink Pony Plumbing.
What?
That's the no stupid question.
Oh, here's one is why is smoking so cool?
All right. Y'all ever seen a camel smoke? Y'all ever seen a bear smoke? That's why smoking's cool. Because animals do it. That's how sex got so popular.
Yeah, that's why, not the other way around. Mm-hmm. No, smoking is cool. Look, smoking is cool. It's very cool. But also, it is unhealthy. It is bad for you. It is bad for everybody around you. It's disgusting. It's expensive. It's gross. It makes everything of yours and everything around you smell bad. Your breath smells bad. It's gross. It takes time. You're going to die from it. It's awful. It's awful. It's awful. It's awful.
But it's
cool. It's also kind of cool.
It's
weird, right?
Here's the thing. I think if you are genuinely cool, just about anything you do will be construed as cool. Now, I do think smoking has evolved. Like before, it was uncool if you didn't smoke. Now, I think at least in this was a very weird cultural thing for me. Going from California to Washington, in California, if somebody came up to you and they were not a smoker and somebody is a smoker and they were like, hey, can I have one? They'd be like, do you smoke? And if you said no, the smoker person would be like, no, don't do that. Don't get into it. And that was cool. And then I went to Washington and I was getting peer pressured to smoke and vape all the time. And I was like, you guys are buck wild. I was like, well, I mean, you did not have the DARE program as kids, did you?
I mean, that is Seattle. I mean, that's where Nirvana was born. So, like, what do you want?
Not to be peer pressured into smoking, apparently.
Yeah, for real. But like smoking, smoking is the trade-off. It's an expensive habit. You're gonna have it till you die, and it's gross, and it makes you die. It makes people around you die. It's awful. It's awful. It's awful. The trade-off is it's cool. Like you pull it out and you like light it up, and you give that you do that kind of puff, and then suck it back in, and then it slowly dissipates out of your nose. That shit cool. It's so cool that the replacement for it is the opposite.
It's so fucking uncool.
Smoking is so cool that they're like, all right, well, what if we made it so that it's robotic future-y instead, and it's not smoke, and it's less bad for you, but it's absorbing water. You're able to do it anywhere, and it's got flavors, and that turned out to be nowhere near as cool as cigarettes.
You know what I think the pipeline is people who smoked got those little robotic voice things that they had to press against their neck and then they sounded like this. And somebody was like, what if we just made that the thing that you smoked out of? And that's how vapes were born. True fact.
I remember that commercial of the girl with the hole in her throat and she's she was smoking out of it. Was that real? If you got to the point where you have a hole in your throat,
no way.
Are you still smoking?
There's no way somebody has not smoked out of the hole in their throat, though. That has to be a thing.
Like maybe. I know that there's a lot of people who will smoke their whole lives and never get sick. Other people around them will get secondhand cancer before
and they're just immune.
They do. Yeah. And it's because the tar in their lungs it builds over it and it kind of, I don't know, they become impervious to their own smoking. It's weird. I don't know the science. It's still awful.
There's nobody that lives longer than an angry smoking alcoholic. All of these things that you're told are going to kill you, those are always the fucking old fogies that you run into.
But I'll say that I don't think that it's because of cigarettes and drinking. I feel like those are a symptom of their just pure spite that's holding them up.
Oh,
Because
God,
that's
yeah.
what's keeping them alive. That is what's keeping them alive. But the symptoms of that is you're also a raging alcoholic, smokeaholic.
Yeah, no, they're just fucking, their bones are just made of willpower. That is it. It's the only thing keeping them alive.
And they're weirdly strong. It's weird.
Yeah, it's upsetting. Fact checker would like us to remind us about the weed commercials, which I also wanted to bring up with the deflated people. And anytime I'm high, I think about those and I laugh with the sad talking
I always like
dog.
I always like the College Humor one where like it does a spoof on that commercial where the dog's like, "I miss you, Aubrey. I wish you wouldn't smoke weed." And then like later on, she's like coming home and the dog's like, "Where the fuck have you been?" And it's like this whole funny thing, and the dog's like, "This is why I drink," and like pours himself scotch.
The dog's like
Aubrey
an
Plaza.
abusive dad. Was it really?
It's an old College Humor skit. Yeah.
Oh, God. I watched that. I did not realize it was Aubrey Plaza. Oh.
Yeah, Dare was founded in LA, no surprise.
Okay,
and all those
makes
commercials,
sense.
all of it was like did more harm than it did good.
Well, I've never wanted to be a deflated person more than these commercials.
No, but you're definitely of the cannabis persuasion.
What?
Yeah, the whole thing is like I smoked pot and now I deflated, wasn't it? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, and that was the joke, is I said I've never wanted to deflate more than after watching those commercials. Yes. Who's not listening now, damage?
Or like, this is your brain and it's an egg. This is your brain on drugs. And any questions? Yeah, why'd you do that to your brain?
I actually really like, do you know in California that there's that phrase, click it or ticket, for wearing your seatbelt while driving?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I hope you don't wear your seatbelt because I hope you fucking die and just get... You clearly aren't smart enough to put on a fucking seatbelt, of all things.
So I think you'd really enjoy this. In New Mexico, there's billboards that just say click it or splat, and it looks like somebody threw like a cherry pie innards at a wall and took a photo of it as their thing for buckle your seatbelt or you'll die. I'm like, oh wow, how whimsical. Click it or splat.
Yes, no matter what, you have to wear a seatbelt because it's safe, or we're gonna fine you money. But it's okay on a school bus. No,
yeah.
Don't worry
What
about
the fuck is up
don't
with
worry
that?
About
so
that.
Where's the line between where I need a seatbelt versus a helmet?
I think if you need a jumpsuit, you need a helmet.
Do you need it?
Like,
what are you defining as a jumpsuit? Okay, so motorcycles count.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely. If you're driving a motorcycle and you refuse to wear your helmet, thank you for your service.
Click it or splat. Have a great time.
Thank you for your service because we need evolution to fucking step it up, and a lot of people are really working against that.
Evolution is happy to scrape you off the pavement. Don't worry about it.
Just fucking scoop you out of the fucking gene pool like a fly in your boba tea.
I was waiting to see where your analogy was going. Simile? No, because you use like a fly in your boba tea, and when you say like, it's a simile.
Yes.
Because I think I used those terms, simile and metaphor, alternatively a couple episodes ago, and I was like, wait a minute.
Dude, there's a lot of like not just metaphor, but like metaphor and I had like 4 words on my brain and they're gone. I don't know what happened. I was talking and they left.
I have a question for you because this came up for me recently.
Metaphor, alliteration,
yeah,
allegory. Allegory is one.
Yes.
Metaphor, like the difference between metaphor and allegory is like they're minor differences.
Yeah, it's minutia.
It's one of those things where if you say, like, oh, this is an allegory around somebody who's smarter than you, they will tell you, actually, that's a metaphor, and you'll know not to be friends with them because they suck. Oh, thank you, fact checker. School bus passengers generally don't need seatbelts because the buses are designed with a system called compartmentalization to protect them in the event of a crash.
This is important. True. This system uses strong, closely spaced seats with high energy absorbing backs to distribute impact forces. And I don't know if you've ever been on a fucking bus and hit the back of the seat. That shit'll take your teeth out. That's bullshit.
Okay. All right. You said you had a question for me?
Yeah. How do you spell bougie? Like, if you were to spell the word bougie as in, like, that party was really bougie.
Without looking it up, I would say Beurge with the accent mark on top, like cliche.
Okay, so I spelled it Bougie, and I was like, is this how you spell this? So I Googled
That's boogie, isn't it? Like,
hold on.
Like a boogie board?
Yeah, because I was like, this can't possibly be right. So I Googled it, and the first definition for this spelling is a thin, flexible surgical instrument for exploring or dilating a passage of the body. And I was like, excuse me? And the second definition is the proper definition of bougie. And I was like, what the fuck? Why do these two things share a Venn diagram at all?
Look, why is it that lead to like lead a people and be like the leader is also the same word as lead, the heaviest thing ever? Why, Rachel?
Because they're synonymous with each other, apparently.
Yes, thank you. But no, I assume it's just, you know, a shortened spelling of bourgeois because that's where it came from.
That's what I thought, because bourgeoisie is Bourg. So then I tried to spell it that way, and it was like Borgie isn't a word, and I was like, "Fuck you."
Borgie. I mean, it could just be like Buje, bougie, like that.
Well, that's
because it's kind of
another thing. Said bastardization. Bougie the way I spelled it, or Boujee. And I was like, it's upsetting to me that nobody knows how to spell this, including the internet.
You had high hopes.
Yeah, apparently.
On an aside, because I just closed that no stupid question one and had another one involving smoking, so I'm just going to go into that.
Go for it.
As a non-smoker, does every smoker smell bad to you? Yes.
Dude, I have a couple of people in my life that I highly enjoy, but they're smokers, and I'm like, I work with this one dude that I'm like, I can smell when you are in a room before me, and I'm like, oh, I'll be like, is he late for work? And then I walk into my office, and I'm like, nope, he's here.
Yeah, it is headache inducing. You.
It's upsetting.
Yeah, no need for a dog or a bloodhound. I could just do it.
Yeah, it's good. I
could tear my nose off with a plank of wood using friction or something. I don't know. And I'd still be able to find you. I don't know who's going with that.
Example. I could grind my nose down and I would still know you.
But like, yeah, I mean, like, because it's something that you don't notice. We talked about, like, you know, bad hygiene and like sometimes you just don't know when you smell. But if it's something you're used to, other people can smell it on you. Like,
dude, that's my biggest.
A smoker is like people who try to hide smoking, like with gum and I'll just do it outside.
No,
like, no, man, we all know.
You gotta shower. You gotta change your clothes. You gotta add cologne. You gotta brush your teeth. You gotta wash your lips. Like, I don't. Jesus.
And even then, I'd still know.
Yeah.
The only way to do it, the only way to get the smoke sent out is like if you're trying to hide a smoking, is that you smoke, and now to get rid of the smell, you wait 3 to 8 business weeks without smoking.
And then you burn like a fuck ton of incense after the 3 to 8 business weeks.
Fact checker says go to a sauna and sweat it out. I don't recommend doing that because the ceiling will turn yellow, you gross piece of shit.
Can you imagine you being
cool.
in a sauna?
It is cool.
It is. You look cool as fuck, but goddamn, do you smell?
I mean, every bathroom I've ever had, I'm like, there's a smoker in here because, like, eventually, like with the shower, like you'll like look up and you'll just see like kind of orange droplets or like brown droplets, and you're like, yeah, a smoker smoked in here one time.
Hold on, to go back to the smoking is cool thing, I do think there's a line where like smoking is cool, but chain smoking becomes not cool. So like everything in moderation.
Yeah, it's the act of smoking, or like seeing a TV character smoke, like that shit's cool. Seeing like somebody you don't know and they're like outside like smoking and just kind of like mean mugging the stars, and it's like, whoa,
mean mugging
that
the
dude stars.
Cool. Little do you know they're thinking about Super Mario Galaxy.
But when you walk up to them and you're like, oh hi, and they're like, hello, it's like, oh, I don't.
I'm good.
This also You sound bad. You also smell bad. I bet you taste
And now
bad
that I'm
too.
close to you, I don't like it. One of the cats that lives in my house sounds like a 50-year-old smoker that works in has worked in a diner since she was 15. She'll
Is it a
meow and be
calico
like,
or a tortoiseshell at all?
no, she's like, I mean, I imagine she's a tabby, but she mostly looks like all gray with a white belly, and then she has really soft black striping in her. She's kind of a cool color, but she'll meow and be like, meow. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Because I don't know what it is, but like every calico or like tortoiseshell, like kind of black, kind of splotchy brown cat is like has a smoker lung. I don't know what it is.
Never noticed that, but I like that. See, cats know smoking's cool.
Yeah, smoking. The cats smoke.
Yeah, that's what Aristocats is about. Is them smoking
Yeah,
in an alley.
Aristocats. You think you like the original cut of that before the editors that took George Lucas's film. The original artist intention was that like they got to the point where they're doing like the Everybody Wants to Be a Cat and they're playing like the jazz music with the tomcat. Everybody's smoking in that scene. They got rid of it because Walt Disney's racist or something.
Isn't there still one smoking cat? But she has that elegant like 50s thing where it's like a really long stick with the cigarette in the end because she's like, I'm too cool for my hands to smell like it.
Dude, probably. Whatever happened to those? Why can't we bring those back?
Those were so neato.
How fucking rad would it be if you're like at a bar and you're like talking to like a guy, he's like in a black jacket and he's got like a beanie over his head and then he just pulls one of those out to like smoke with? I'd be like, dude, we gotta hang out.
You see 80-year-old Bob Dylan roll up to the stage and just pull out one of those long
What is your obsession with Bob Dylan? Every fucking chance you get.
Look, I have to be an apologist.
You saw him weeks ago.
I have to be an apologist now that I insulted him. I've been getting death threats, okay? God.
Oh, I cut all that. I cut all that out.
Did you really?
Actually.
Okay, thank God. I'm safe.
Remember we had the joke where you're like, my favorite music choice is Bob Dylan. I did that.
I haven't heard it yet. I really hope that's true.
It's not. I kept it all in because it's way funnier.
Okay, fact checker says that a cat didn't use one of those things. It was a human in Aristocats. And I gotta be honest, I've never actually watched the entirety of Aristocats. I just know it exists.
It's been a long time. All I remember is creme de la Edgar, which is him giving sugary cream to cats, which can't be good. Is that where Ben de la
Creme got her drag name?
Probably. Maybe.
It's gotta be, right?
I was gonna say, like, no, because the, like, creme de la whatever is, like, that it didn't originate from Aristocats, of course, but a drag queen watching Aristocats and then making their personality off of it is
timeline.
The algorithm's there. It's right. It feels like it was. It would not be the first time somebody watched a Disney movie and went, yep, that.
Yeah. Well, and it's the right, like, timeline for her age also.
Yeah, where's the drag queen that personified himself off of Big Mama from Fox and the Hound? That's got to be a thing somewhere.
We'll find it. It'll give us time.
I mean, Ursula's based on a drag queen. We already got that.
Yeah. Hey, Gamage.
Anyway, yeah.
Would you rather have pubic hair as teeth or teeth as pubic hair?
Obviously, teeth as pubic hair. Duh.
That would be so wild. Do you think it would be like when you have like a sequin dress and you can jingle it?
I imagine it becomes like dragon scales down there.
Would it ever... Do you think there's like two in the front that become like a buck tooth?
No, I feel like... Because it's instead of the pubic hair, so it would be like kind of layered. And your dick would basically look like dragon tails. It's almost time for dragon tails. Come along. Take my hand.
I'm just imagining, like, two gopher teeth way overgrown in the front. Oh, fuck.
Plus, with pubic hair, you can't really eat. Everything you eat has pubic hair, like, in it.
Yeah, you'd have to be like a whale. That. Like, you'd have to filter out krill. Also, that's fucking foul. Why is the GIF you just showed... Dragon Tails pulling a version of himself out of his kangaroo
It's a
pouch and
sleeping
throwing it
bag.
on the children. Yeah, but it's color coded.
I cannot
And where's
believe
he getting it from?
that you haven't seen this the billion times I've shared it to you, at you, with you.
Gammon, you act like I pay attention to you when you talk.
It kind of hurts sometimes.
Good.
Like, I share all of these memories with you, but I don't realize I'm not sharing them at all. I'm just screaming into the void,
I'm
which
glad.
is what all of your ex-girlfriends call you. I know.
I'm glad that our pain is mutual. Ask me a stupid question.
Oh, I don't know. Let me open one. Why is it legal for food that is clearly one serving to be labeled as two?
Well, isn't it based off of how many like how much sodium and
Calories.
shit is in it? Well, because it's not always calories. It's like if you're gonna go over
Yeah.
your daily dose of sodium, it's like one serving.
Yeah. And
It's a cheat system.
I love that you said that and went there to sodium, because the full thing is I was eating ramen noodles yesterday, and for the first time I realized it was actually 2 servings per block of noodles. It's the sodium. It's 1,000% your sodium for the month.
Also, you just wrote the phrase block of noodles. What part of that led you to believe this is one single meal?
Yeah, they're clearly bricks.
Yeah, you're eating a fucking brick. There's no way that
It's
eating
a
a brick
ramen
is good
brick.
for you.
Yeah, because I mean, you're absolutely right. It's not like that block is meant to be shared between 2 people. It's that there's so much salt that there needs to be another person there with you.
Otherwise, you are over-consuming a massive quantity of salt.
Yeah, sometimes it's sugar. Sometimes it's never vitamin C.
No, never vitamin D either. It's always like the shittiest shit because it's never protein. It's really just salt and sugar, honestly.
Some have started showing the full package nutrition info along with the serving size. I have noticed that. Like,
I
there's
do like that.
I'll notice. Yeah, I do too. Where it's like, if you're gonna give me the full information in like sections so that I can understand what's happening here.
Yeah, let me know the reality of like what you expect me to eat and what I'm actually going to eat. Because when I eat this whole package of something, I want to know what I'm getting myself into. And if it's 6,000 grams of sugar, I'd like to know without doing math.
Because look, I look on the back of a bag of Cheetos Puffs and I'm all like, oh, so one serving size is this much. But then it's like serving size 4 for Cheeto Puffs. I'm not eating 4 Cheeto Puffs.
No.
I'd like to know how much I'm going to get for demolishing half of that bag without having to count the fucking turds as I go.
Yeah.
That's all I ask for.
I have a question for you. So I would really like to conduct a study, and I'm not exactly sure how to shape it, of if you were to conduct a study of, like, are human beings capable of only eating one chip? And you have, let's just, I don't know, whatever chip we're choosing. Doesn't really matter. Could be a Cheeto, could be a Lay's potato chip. I don't care. But it could be Takis.
I know it. No,
but
I have it. I have the chip. I have the chip.
What's the chip?
That is going to be the hardest. Like, are you trying to make it so that people will only eat one and decline a second?
My hypothesis is that, so like if you're at a party and you eat a single chip, like you usually come back for a second one. My hypothesis is that if you stuck people in a room and you just stuck them in there and you were like, you just have to eat one chip, how many people eat more than that one chip? And then you'd have the control group where you don't tell them to eat a chip at all. There's just a bowl of chips. But I'm just curious, like, how many people stop at one? Like, are we capable as human beings of stopping at one? Like, how much willpower does that take? I don't know how you'd fully structure that. Chip. Yeah, and that's what I want to do, is I want to test it.
Because if you put out a bowl of, like, Lay's and you're like, have a chip, I'd be like, no, thank you. Those suck.
See, and I could smack some Lay's with some ranch dip. But if you put out a bowl of, like, Cheetos and you're like, only have one, I could probably do it.
If you put out a bowl of all dressed chips, what I would do is kill you to get the rest of the bag that's definitely hidden somewhere in the room.
All dressed chips?
All dressed chips. Have you never had all dressed chips?
No, but I feel like you've talked about
all dressed. No, not to you. I remember the things I talked to you about. I talk about Megan. I talk about smoking. I talk about mac and cheese. I don't remember, but
I swear to God, you've talked about these.
I mean, Brittany has, because yeah, they're Canadian. They're salt and vinegar, but they have like some smoky flavor. It's like salt and vinegar meets cheddar meets barbecue.
Yeah, they
They're
almost look
incredible.
like a barbecue chip, but if they had, I barbecue's so boring. But if you added salt and vinegar in there, I could fuck with that.
I love barbecue. I don't know. I don't know why people
It
either love
depends on
barbecue
the
or
chip.
hate
It
barbecue.
depends on the chip because I like a barbecue chip, but there is a point during the bag of a barbecue chip where I'm like I'm disenchanted with this and I'd like to move on.
Well, that's just because you have a cynical, jaded outlook on the world and you have no happiness. So
Yes,
a magical thing like a barbecue chip is like not doing anything for you.
yes. Of the two of us, I am the cynical, jaded, unhappy one for sure.
They are Canadian originally. Thank you, fact checker. Also, Canada has ketchup flavored chips,
That's
which I've had a
wild.
couple of times. They are incredible. They are.
Really?
It's you're like, yeah, you're like that sounds stupid, but you're like, wow, this is pretty good. It's like it's tangy, it's sweet. It doesn't taste like ketchup, but like, it's definitely like a you did some like powdered ketchup salt trickery on me and it's working.
So it's like a tomato salt chip.
Yes.
It's like
yes,
salsa
yeah,
light, and we're gonna call it ketchup.
Yeah, have you ever had a garden salsa sun chips?
Yes.
Yeah, like the red bag.
Yeah.
Now imagine if those were good, and that's
Oh, okay.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, I could get behind that.
The median salary for an airlines pilot is over $200,000. Why is there a pilot shortage? You don't even need a degree to be a pilot. What's causing the shortage?
That's
Shouldn't people be clawing to get this job?
that's not okay. I guess it depends on your definition of a degree. You do need a type of like you need a license, which is
You
really
definitely need a pilot
expensive
license.
to get.
It's wildly expensive.
Yeah.
And then by the time you get through all that, you're like, do I want to fly a fucking commercial airline?
Fuck no.
That sounds awful.
Also, like the lead up to the $200,000, because that's like when you are a pilot, not like an assisting pilot, which is what like you have to go through. It's like a trade. You have to go through a whole process of becoming that higher level, and it is
Yeah.
both expensive and a bitch and a half. I did know somebody, a young man named Jacob once, who got his pilot's license, and he was like
You've only met one Jacob?
no, actually. No, there has to be more Jacobs. He's the most recent that I recall. For sure. He's the only one that I know that goes by Jacob and not Jake. That feels right. But he's an attractive, tall, young man. And he turned 21, got his pilot's license, and I was joking with him, oh, are you gonna go pick up chicks with your pilot's license? And he was like, no, I think I'm just gonna go back to school and get a nursing degree. And I was like, you just went through all of the money to get a pilot's license. And you're like, let me go back to this also very expensive school. Which, good for him. He is now graduating with his nursing school. But I was like, Jacoby, what are you doing?
There's no worse profession I could think of. I know that when I was I still get emails all the time from Indeed and Simply Hired and shit, and it's all 20 pages is Taco Bell here and there, but all nurses, all registered nurses. We need nurses. Holy shit, nurses. I thought we had a doctor shortage, but apparently not. Apparently nurses is the most sought after position in this fucking weird corner of the world.
Perhaps both. ¿Por qué no los dos? We need nurses and doctors.
Porky no lastos.
Exactly. Would you rather? Which would you rather discover has been living in your attic? A person or 10,000 cockroaches?
A person.
I agree with this. Also, I watched a video recently of somebody had their friends dress up like bugs, one being a cockroach, and also one was a rat, not a bug. And they're up in his attic playing poker, and he hired an exterminator to come. And so he's like, yeah, man, there was some scuffling around, and then my uncle works at a chemical factory, so I put some of that up there, and it just got loud. And now there's whole boxes of pizza being left out. I don't really things are going missing from the fridge. I don't know what happened. The exterminator, so chill, crawls up the ladder, looks over, like opens the little curtain to them, just is like, all right, walks back down and is like, yeah, you got people up there playing poker. And the guy's like, what? And he's like, yeah, you should go look. And he goes, I don't know, man, that's kind of fucking terrifying. There's just people up there playing poker. And he's like, yeah, I don't know if somebody's pranking you or what, but there's just people up there playing poker. He's like,
that's hilarious.
It's not bugs? And he's like, no, they're in like bug suits, but they're just playing poker. And then the guy's
that sounds like a bad joke.
The guy's like, hey man, I'm pranking you. And he goes, yeah, you're for sure being pranked because those people are just up there playing poker. And he goes, no, I'm pranking you. Like, this was a joke that I hired an exterminator. He explained it to him like 3 times before the guy got it. And he's like, no, I'm pranking you. Like, I these people I know are up there playing poker, and I hired you to go find them. Like, I know that they're up there. And he was like, oh, all right, nice.
Well, the joke's on you. Here's my bill.
Yeah. No, and then he's just like, oh, cool. Glad you know him. And he's like, why are you so nonchalant about there being people in my attic?
Because he doesn't fucking care. I wouldn't either.
You know what the difference is? Is because he went up there and there's not 10,000 fucking cockroaches. So he's like, oh, thank God.
Oh, Jesus, yes.
I get to live to fight another day.
Honestly, I'd be ecstatic to find out that there is a fucking stranger living in my house. This is a good zip code. You owe me rent. How long have you been here? Because we're about to get the calculator out. You got back pay.
Yeah, utilities, bitch. I actually had a wild fear in my Humboldt apartment because there was an attic that I never looked in, that there was somebody living up there. And I was like, it's fine. As long as you don't cause a problem, it's fine.
Believe it or not, we have an attic.
Believe it or not, I've been living in there, and that's where I'm recording from currently.
No, because it would be far better than it sounds right now, and you wouldn't be cutting in and out
and
constantly.
It wouldn't be so
the Wi-Fi
hot.
Sucks. It would still be hot.
It would be less hot than 104 degrees.
We do have an attic, and it's like, it's the way to get into it is to fucking get into that closet. So like, if somebody's sneaking in, getting through that closet, we don't see him, and getting up there, power to
Good
him.
Fucking yeah. Good job, killing it.
But a roach? No, we caught a roach once. Like, a roach flew into the house, and we caught it, and we're like, this is a roach, this is a roach. And we put it in a jar and waited for it to die, and we're just waiting to see another one. Never happened, but like, we were definitely like on edge about it.
Also, you had fucking bees in your walls.
Oh yeah, we got to do that again. We have another wasp nest.
Oh my God. How the fuck does this keep happening?
I don't know, man. Oh, you're waiting for an actual response? So wasps like to just build nests wherever they feel like. They're paper wasps. What do you want?
I don't like that, though. They're wasps. They're the douchebags of the bug community. If it was bees, I'd be like, all right, we can work with this.
Do people in high-rise apartments just see their neighbors naked all the time?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I feel like I've talked about this on this podcast.
Yeah, probably. If I lived in a high-rise apartment, I would not... My windows would never be open. First of all, because I don't want to see outside ever.
I don't... You know, people say touch grass. I don't even want to touch it with my eyes.
No, more like I don't like heights. So like I try to not look out windows that are high up.
I feel like I've said this story on this podcast before, but I used to live on...
Probably have, but go for it.
Whatever fucking story I lived on. And it was like a W-shaped apartment, and I lived on the internal part of the W. So I was facing, like, the other apartment was like, I don't know, 15 feet away. Like, it's not far. And I would walk around my house without clothes on, but I would also look into the other person's apartment, and I would see what show they were watching. And I would spend days trying to guess what show they were watching. I'd figure out what it was, start watching it on Netflix, and be like, oh, this is really good. That's how I got into Ratched. And then one day, after living there for like a year, I got into the elevator, and I don't know how the conversation started, but it turns out I was in the elevator with my neighbor from across the 15-foot gap, and I was like, they said something about looking into my apartment, and then I said something about like, oh yeah, like I go and I look at what show you guys are watching, and I started watching Ratched with you guys. And then we all got really quiet as we realized that Rachel doesn't wear clothes in her apartment. And then we got off.
That would be so much funny if I heard all of it, but you have awful Wi-Fi wherever you're at.
Really? Because it's not... It just didn't say it was disconnecting.
Was the point of the story that somebody saw you naked through the window?
Yeah, basically. You'll get the gist of it when you listen to the recording.
the enthusiasm in your voice made it sound like it was fun.
You're gonna listen to it and be like, it's just okay.
This sucked. I'm just gonna cut it.
You're gonna text me and be like, I'm cutting it. It's just okay. Gamage, would you rather only be able to wake up at 2 a.m. or 2 p.m. for the rest of your life?
Hold on. We did not address this full question. I didn't say anything. You went into a weird tirade about watching Netflix.
No,
like that fucking mattered.
No, you said, yes, people look at each other and I would keep my windows closed. You fully answered it. Fuck you.
They have like a full thing.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Every time I see a video of someone who lives in a high rise, they have giant open windows and almost never have blinds or curtains to cover them. So when people look in, whether they're on the ground floor or an apartment across from yours, do they not just see you naked all the time if you aren't careful? And another thing, would it not be common to see people having sex? Unless these people are constantly smashing in hallways or in bathrooms, it looks like every space of some of these apartments is exposed to windows. So how does that even work?
Yeah, they either see you naked or like, I don't know. I totally snooped on other people's high-rises apartments that I could see from the roof of my apartment. Depending on the angle, you can't see what people are like truly doing in their apartment. If they live straight across from you, for sure.
I feel like the novelty would wear out. Like, look,
yeah.
Fun fact, sex is not porn. You definitely you'd be like, oh wow, those guys are doing it. All right, I'm over it.
Also, if you're like a normal person, you'd be like, oh, and then you'd look away and like, tell somebody else in the house or call your friend and be like, the neighbors are doing it, but you're not going to go back and watch. Like,
yeah, are you going to jerk it to strangers?
There's
weird.
A couple people that are, of course, going to do that, but generally speaking, like,
sure.
Also, human beings kind of have horse blinders. Like, generally speaking, there are a lot of people whose houses' windows face other people's windows. And you don't spend your whole fucking life looking in their windows. Like, occasionally you think about it and you're like, oh, I wonder if I have ever seen them passing by. But you're not like, I need to look up in your fucking window unless you're a fucking Tom Peeper. What is that?
Tom Peeper. There's that Tom Peeper again.
Peeping Tom. I said it and was like, what the fuck is that called? Oh my god, I was trying to remember. I need your help. What do you call it?
Hold on.
When people
like I don't look into my neighbor's house kind of hoping that they just do the same courtesy to me.
Yeah. Cuz that's normal human contract.
They're going to get full brain in their eyes and like that's on them.
Okay, besides Tom Peeper, there's another thing I forgot today. What do you call it? Synchronized swimming. Fuck. I kept saying tandem and sequence swimming, and I was like, it's not these things. Synchronized swimming. Sorry, continue.
Let's continue with what? What is that? That was perfect. Let's top comment on this is, by the way, is no, but this one dude in a wheelchair with a broken leg keeps spying on me with his binoculars. That shit is an underrated reference.
They're from Family Guy?
No, it's an old movie. It's like The Room with a View? But it's like about this guy who like spies on his neighbor and sees like a murder happening, and he's all like, oh, and he gets people and he's like, go look, and like it turns out, oh no, it's not. But then he keeps seeing things, and it's a good movie. It's a good trope that gets used a lot. There's a whole Kristen Bell has like a whole fucking comedy dark series about it called The Room with a View to the Outside. I forget what it's called. Fact checker, help me.
Yeah, I was going to say the premise sounds familiar, but that would make sense that it become a trope.
But yeah, it's like a common trope, not A Room with a View. Thank you, fact checker. I don't know what... I'm talking about the Kristen Bell one. You can do it. Just look up Kristen Bell murder movie.
Do it.
I mean, I'm almost about to just do it myself, but then I'm like, no, because... then Brittany won't be able to have anything to do, and she's like just trying so hard on her little tiny fucking tyke phone for kids. Thank you. The woman in the house across the street from the girl in the window.
That's the Kristen Bell one?
Yeah, it's kind of like a satire take on that kind of genre of like seeing the person across the street murdering somebody and then like kind of going on this whole crusade about it and questioning your own sanity, because that's a common trope. There's so many movies about that. A lot of TV shows even have like an episode dedicated to that.
Yeah.
And
well, even if they don't do like a murder what Friends did like the Naked Man, and he was having an affair at some point.
I think that's a little different, but sure.
I guess, but it's like kind of the same
Whatever
concept of like you're watching
whatever
something
helps you get
happen.
there.
Yeah, whatever helps you get there. No, it's the same concept of like you're watching something happen that you think is one thing, but turns out to be another.
Did she just go? Did she leave?
You talking about me?
Yeah, you just went bruh, and then you were gone.
Dude, I don't know what to tell you. It keeps not telling me that my internet is cutting out. So I
know what you can tell me. It's not that sentence.
Well, you'll hear it. It's not important. It's fine. Moving on.
Yeah, getting to music because we're done now.
Human's just like, I fucking hate you. Let's move on.
I didn't listen to Rachel's last week pick because I've already listened to her, and because the first time Rachel recommended them, because she's just a fucking circle of torment.
I recommended Alameda last week.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, pretty sure I did.
No, you didn't. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't listen to Alameda. Look at that. I'm a bad person. Well, because I was editing the episode, and I'm like kind of just skipping through it, like whatever. Like I remember you bringing up what's her name? I'm over it. Anyway, I don't care. So, my music recommendation, the Gamage Rabbit list, if you don't know, is a weird playlist that my algorithm generated. So I'm just going down the list in no specific order because it's a weird playlist that gave me a bunch of shit. Number 23 on it is the Blake Robinson Synthetic Orchestra, which is a mouthful. Blake Robinson got his start doing video game covers and actually has some amazing Chrono Trigger covers that I highly recommend. He also did the music for a bunch of games like Portal Knight and The Stanley Parable, which reminds me that I have like a couple weeks until I unlock the achievement for not playing for 10 years.
Oh,
anyway,
that's actually fantastic. I love The Stanley Parable.
I know. I looked today and it was like June 23rd. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm almost there. Anyway, the Blake Robinson Synthetic Orchestra has some pretty good songs that aren't video game music. Jesus, that's a mouthful. An Unhealthy Obsession is easily his biggest. It's very musical theatery.
Ooh,
I also
like
recommend One by One and his newest song, Deep in My Mind, featuring Gloom Darkheart, who I think is just in all of his songs anyway. I don't know why they're not just a collab at this point.
Yeah, it is really weird when there's a artist that's like constantly featuring and you're like, you guys are just a unit now. I don't know what you thought this was.
Yeah, CMS has that where it was CMS featuring Barbie Williams and it was like that, and now it's just CMS. Like Barbie Williams is just in the band now. But as far as I knew, she was always in the band. So I don't know what
the fuck was happening.
No, I just don't know what. Give me your music. I want to go home.
Fact checker, have I recommended Spill Tab? Because I'm fairly certain I was going to, and then I recommended Rachel Chinariri instead because Gamage got upset that I talked about music for so long.
No, that week it was Bob Dylan.
Yeah, I know. You wrote that because I forgot to put my music up.
No, you haven't recommended Spill Tab, but it's okay if you recommend. Look, you could recommend the same artist 4 weeks in a row. It's fine. You're not getting graded on this at all.
Yeah, fair enough. So I'm going to recommend Spill Tab, whether it's happened or not before. She is also another victim of the alternative indie genre, which is unfortunate because her...
Fucking put on a country song or a hip-hop song. Get out of your bubble. Fuck's sake.
How dare you?
I thought I was muted. That's on me. I was sending a message and using my voice thing for somebody else.
Wrong group chat. My bad. What I'm gonna suggest is Spill Tab, 2 words spelled how Spill Tab would be spelled, all lowercase. And I'm gonna recommend Angie Eating Heartache featuring that one is technically by Cosmos Midnight featuring Spill Tab. And then there's Grade A featuring Johnny, spelled Jawny. And that is what I am recommending this week. And fuck the alt indie genre that eats everybody's face.
I bet if you go to their actual Wikipedia page, it'll have like a bunch of other things. Because I'll notice that some say that they're a specific genre, but then when I go to their Wikipedia page, it's like it's all over the place.
Yeah, her Wikipedia page is still like alt, but it's alt pop and bedroom pop, which I don't really know. I would imagine that's like kind of like a hold on, I clicked on it. Yeah, it's like lo-fi. Or hi-fi? No, lo-fi. What the fuck? This doesn't help me. I don't feel like this opened to what I thought it was, but it seems like it's lo-fi. Okay, her inspirations is like Remy Wolf, Caroline Polachek.
She's known for her lo-fi alternative pop music.
I skipped that part.
Yeah, that wasn't... That was very different than what you said.
No, I said lo-fi. Fuck you.
You said alternative indie, and it's like...
No, that's the general genre, and then you said the Wikipedia, so I opened it, and it said alt pop, bedroom pop, and at the top it does say lo-fi.
Yeah.
When I clicked on bedroom pop, that was where it was like, we don't know what bedroom pop is, and I was like, you're an
I
idiot.
will say Google's wrong all the time, because like
Google's
if
forever
you go to
wrong.
Google, you look up Google and it says alternative indie, and then you go to Wikipedia page and it's like clearly not. It's funny because the Blake Robinson Synthetic Orchestra, if you go to Google, it says jazz. They're not jazz. They're like video game kind of weird musical theater music. It's an orchestra, so it's kind of like orchestraic, but very different.
Yeah.
Yeah, jazz, fuck off. Google's been wrong. We talked about this. Yeah. That was our show. Thank you for listening. Bitch. My name is Gamage, and I was off-brand.
And if you liked what you heard, or you think Gamage is a twat the same way that I do, you can like and subscribe on whatever your most favorite is podcasting places. If you want us to talk about a thing, email us at whtpah@witpa.com. And he told me that I was the down one. Follow us on Instagram at We Have That Podcast at Home, all one word, no spaces, no capitals, or at WHTPAH and WPA on Blue Sky. Gamage had a song that he doesn't like introducing anymore, so he made it. There you go. That's the thing. Next week we'll be tackling the illustrious and fine art of it's gonna be comedy again, bitches. I've been off-brand Rachel. That's been off-brand Gamage, and this has been We Have That Podcast at Home. Go fuck yourself.
I'm gonna do an impersonation of Rachel. Here we go.
Is it just you being quiet because I'm cutting out?
Yeah. Yes, you got it. That was the joke, Rachel.